crack.
Oh man, like basically being a father, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, at that time, shit, I had my son. He was just born, so shit. The music, the transition from being a provider to being an artist, which is also a provider, but I had a delay, you know, into coming in the process of making money. So it was just a lot for me. At that time, I was right there. You know, my son was like, it was only 7 months in the pregnancy, and it was just a lot going on for me. So, you know, when I left the band, I kind of just fell back and fell more into being a father and being up for my son. Oh man, my brothers and them, they used to rap, and they used to be, you know, just playing around. And I basically, like, I got a big brother named Foot, you know what I'm saying, which he's still hot to this day. Like, niggas like, you on Foot, it's like crazy. Y'all need to do y'all thing. Y'all need to do y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. You know, he taught me. I used to always sing Tupac shit, because Tupac, like, his lyrics used to bring, like, vision to me. And it was people used to think I knew his shit by heart, but it was like a short film in my head. And that's when I learned that rap wasn't nothing but a short conversation, like, you know, bringing life to people verbally. And that's how I learned how to rap. Like, basically from Tupac and my big brother, because my big brother used to always tell me, man, stop singing other nigga shit. I'm punching your mouth. Tell you, I'll catch you sing somebody's shit, I'm punching your shit. Sing your own shit. So every time he used to come around, because he used to take care of me, you know, I ain't had no name brand shoes till the 9th grade. He was the first nigga who bought me my name, I swear, first name brand shoe ever. That's when I started getting all the hoes, too. But at the same time, bro had told me if I ever sing somebody else's shit around him, he was going to punch me in my shit. Actually, man, I ain't even going to lie to you, bro. Like, I was doing my thing out there at the time, you know what I'm saying? And we had a car wash out there at the front. So, we used to bring the speakers out every Saturday, you know what I'm saying, and barbecue and give food out to the people in the neighborhood and shit, let people come out and shit, get free bills and shit. And, we was out there getting money, man, and we had radio on, big speakers, and it was like 99 Jams was on a commercial, which that's like the biggest radio station down here. And it was on commercial, and it was like, yo, Diddy looking for artists, get down, you want to be, Diddy, you want to be with Bad Boy, you better get down to the beach right now. So I'm getting a lady back her change. And I swear it was so ironic that I turned around, there was like 3 niggas looking at me like, yo, you heard that, boy? Well, you better go down now. And it was just, you know, we always just bullshit. I'm like, hell nah, nigga, I'm finna get this money. I ain't finna miss my money. And it was a Saturday or something like that, so it was a lot of money coming through. And it was crazy because everything I try to do, the devil always throws stones in the road. And if I ever be persistent, like sometimes I'm ambitious, but I ain't persistent. So sometimes I'll walk away when I see it too much in the way. I'll be like, man, fuck that shit. So this time I was going to say fuck it, but my homeboys begged me to go and a nigga paid me. So when he paid me to go, I went. The car was cutting off and shit. I had on my day juvenile detention center shorts and shit, 'cause I had just got out of jail like 3 days before. I'm out there grinding, don't get my money. So when I went down, there was like 4,000 people out there, dog. And when I went in there, it was like I wasn't going to never get in, and this white boy just walked out there with his radio. He cut on some instrumentals. When he cut on the instrumentals, nigga started freestyling, and then I was listening. I just walked in there with my eyes closed, started freestyling, and I looked up, the whole crowd quiet, and then somebody from Bad Boy grabbing me, skipping everybody, like, come on, hurry up, get down here, hurry up, man, you ain't going to make it in that line. He was like, you rap too? Then my homeboy was like, no. He was like, shit, come on, you too, shit. He was like, nigga took me in there, man. It was over from there, man. It never did, but like, at one point, what people didn't know, like Red Rock, when he was Teflon, cause he used to be Teflon Don. And at that time, I had did like 2 songs with him back then before he got famous, before I got famous. And we had did like 2 songs together and shit. And the nigga was like my favorite rapper from Miami, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas ain't know that shit, you know what I'm saying? And I used to always tell niggas, you know, who your favorite rapper, man? It's the nigga named Teflon Don. Y'all don't know the nigga. You know, but shit, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't really inspired me, but Ross had inspired me at one point in my life, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, just to step outside the box, because he wasn't spitting like what niggas in Miami would talk about. He showed me that it was cool for, instead of me to say my nigga every time, I could actually I could speak with proper grammar through lyrics, you know what I'm saying? And that's what made me not afraid to step outside the box. And that kind of, you know, changed my writing formula. And that's kind of like how I got where I went. I was just there to do a job. I was like, I didn't even know the shit was going to be no group because I had heard about it 2 hours before I made it. Ain't like I heard about it a week before. So I didn't even know it was going to be no TV show. I thought we was going to be like a Diddy artist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And as the shit kept going, it was you know, as it kept going and we kept passing shit, and I kept seeing cameras and this and that. That was a fight between family. That was definitely a fight between family. I mean, I don't know how it is where Ness come from, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it like when Ness, like from on the East Coast, like they ain't like the South Hills. Y'all ain't like the South Hills with trust and loyalty. Because, you know, like New York, nigga can't even trust their own brother, you know what I'm saying? And down here it's completely different. Like, we don't trust the niggas that's across the street. You know what I'm saying? So it's like New York, you all for yourself. You can't trust nobody. On the East Coast, that's just how it is, period. So it was kind of different. Like, Bab, she said she never met a nigga like me, not even her own brother, you know what I'm saying? And just how real that nigga is. And, you know, always, I bought a $4,000 TV one day. She like, that shit blew her mind for her birthday. She was like, what? Like, nigga, wow, I couldn't believe it. Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because she say she ain't used to no shit like that. But that's just how a nigga is, you know what I'm saying? Once I'm used to you, family. If I don't know you, then fuck you, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that was a fight between family, man. I keep in contact with everybody. Everybody love me, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm 100.
Right.
I mean, everybody else got their own issues, you know what I'm saying? I don't get into because that's them. I don't speak for another man. I don't know what their thoughts is and what, you know, what their concurrences are. What done happened since I left. So I don't know what type of situations that took place, what done occurred with them. You know, they might have their own little beef. I can't speak for all of them, but I talk to everybody. He had an idea that he wanted me to be a part of, which I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, we both conversed about it, man. I told him I wanted to be a part of it, because Wayne was my nigga. Like, at that time, man, Wayne used to always be on the phone talking and shit. So, you know, I used to always try to get advice from him, man. We just basically wrap it up about the music game and everything, so we was cool. We was just trying to get a few records done, you know what I'm saying, because we fuck with each other's music. But, you know, at that time, he was starting to do his thing, and I had broke away from Bad Boy at the time. I stepped away. And I seen him in Tallahassee, and then we hooked up, linked up. And then somehow you know, I told him, you know, I was fucking with a situation. I wanted to be, you know, fuck with me. He was like, nigga, tell me what you think about this. And I was like, okay, I fucks with it. And I thought about it. I was like, man, I can't be in no group. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, saying, damn, man, you don't want to tell Wayne, no, man. And that's your nigga. And he was like, nah, man, fuck it, man. You know, shit, you can't get stuck in this situation again. I mean, the way I did it, I wish I could, you know, let them know that I wish I could have just, you know, I would have just stayed more in contact behind it and not felt like, damn, man, why you made that mistake, and I never called them back. You know, I never really pursued being, you know, the friendship after that. I just should have, you know, kept the business and still kept the friendship going. It's just like, man, you know what I'm saying, I'm rolling with my boy, Brian McKinney, man, you know what I'm saying. I'm focused right now. I'm comfortable. I got a clear head. And that's one thing I haven't had for a long time, you know what I'm saying? I clear head. It's fun again. It's not business no more. It's fun to do the music now. I'm enjoying doing my music. You know, he allowed me to work. It's comfortable. You know, I ain't worried about nothing. My son good. I'm happy again, you know what I'm saying? And right now my situation is the whole B Major thing. You know what I'm saying? B Major. And I got Guyana, you know, the artist that we working with. You know what I'm saying? Making sure she get to the top. She write, she do reggae, she sing. She was a part of Trina little group or whatever, but now she a rapper. She solo, she working with us, Brian McKinney from the Vikings and shit. So, you know, we just making moves, man, you know what I'm saying? And T-World, the singer, we got Young Bird doing, you know, you're part of the family. It is what it is, man. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm working. Now you should see, one thing about it, what people got to understand is, don't forget that music is an instrument. You know what I'm saying? And it's made to make people move, whether you're doing it verbally or through instrument. Because your voice is an instrument. That's what people don't understand. Like, yeah, understand that, you know, hip-hop kind of changed a little bit, but it's more in a way for the better, because people, now you got to think about the kids. These kids are allowed to dance, too. And you got to allow the kids to do music for the kids. I think it need to be separated. People need to understand that all the music that's being made isn't for you. You know what I'm saying? It's for a certain age group. Like, I think this age group should be allowed to sell to that age group, you know what I'm saying, without being judged by the younger group. And the younger group need to be able to sell to the young people without being judged by the older people. And that's the only way to be, you know, they can come to some type of agreement, because it's not really in a bad state of mind. I mean, you ain't got people telling people to kill every song. Now you got people that's actually having fun in the club. They doing, which I don't condone with it, the stanky leg and all this dumbass shit, where it should be easy now, because you got shit that you would say in the shower that you can make a hit out of. Now it ain't what you say, it's how you say what you say. Well, I ain't never had no beef with Puff, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, you know what I'm saying? Seen him one day and I told him, man, I appreciate shit. I was in a party in the same party, and then we popping bottles, he popping bottles. So it was like, nigga, I love you, nigga. Don't never get it twisted. I don't know what nobody said to you about me, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I ain't on that shit everybody else on. I'm going to love you, nigga. And I always remember one thing. For you, the niggas that I'm over there popping bottles with right now wouldn't even be acknowledging me to pop no bottles. I wouldn't even be over there stunting. I probably wouldn't have this big-ass watch on, you know what I'm saying? So it always go back to where it started from. Shit, nigga, I'm a real nigga. It don't matter what happened. Nigga, as long as you ain't disrespect me or my morals, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, nigga. I'm grateful. You changed my life. Because regardless of what you gave, if I ain't leave with nothing else, I left with opportunity, and that's enough to do everything. And it definitely opened up I mean, back in the days, man, to try to get a record deal was like a blessing. I mean, it was like the best of the best. Like, it was like you knew you had to be hot to get a record deal. Nowadays, you just have to have a hot song. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you just have to have some shit that gets stuck in the bitch head. And I think the internet made it easy. Well, you know, I'm gonna lead it first off. I'm gonna be like Drake, Wayne, and Nicki. You know, I don't know with Nicki if her time gonna come or go, because, you know what I'm saying, I mean, she holding it down. That bitch real harder than niggas, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, she kill niggas. I be to catch myself rewinding her shit and not the nigga shit, you know what I'm saying? So, it's them be definitely for the younger generation, you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z on a business standpoint, and Puffy just for keeping himself relevant. I don't know how this nigga do it, man. This nigga here is in the fucking King of Diamonds with me and my young niggas at. You know what I'm saying? He on the stage, flop it out, and he just young. He keeps a nigga 40-something, acting like he 20-something. It's just people like that motivate me and show me, man, that when you get old, you know what I'm saying, or when you, it's always a way to keep yourself relevant. I think the day that I didn't walk back in that group with Diddy, I think what I know now, if I knew what I knew then, what I know now, I'd be very successful. I would never start working, you know what I'm saying? If I knew how to reach out to the DJs and, you know, if I just knew how to be an artist, a solo artist, and what it took to be a solo artist back then I'd be very successful, because, man, like, the popularity we had, I mean, of course people still know you, but what I mean to be hot, your van being shook, you know, so I could see, you know, I know the difference. You know what I'm saying? Your van being shook, you being mauled outside your room, every floor of the hotel being stalked. I know what it is to be real rock stars, and I probably would have never let it stop. I probably would have just went to work like Wayne did. You know what I'm saying? Been killing everything. I had to connect. I just didn't know what to do with them. Shit, it was like, I felt like everybody supposed to call me, or, you know, my manager supposed to did everything. But if I knew how to be a solo artist more, I think I would have been at the top of the game right now. A lot of people expected me to be on top. A lot of people. You know, my life changed. I don't know what I would have been doing right now if I'd have been here on the road that I was on. And I'm just going to keep it 100. God did everything for a reason. He knew I'm one of his true soldiers. You know, he took me out of that position right there that I was in. You know, I always had power on the streets. I just needed a little bit more money, and he gave me what I needed and the popularity I needed. But he also took me out of the streets by giving me a face that I can't use in the streets no more, because, you know, eventually it's going to land me in prison or dead.
Crack, crack.